In this video, we're going to be doing a side-by-side comparison of the new Zia large language model offered within Zoho and the same exact prompt fed over to OpenAI using the ChatGPT API. This is going to be a fun one. I've been kind of curious to do this. I'm going in blind. I've got everything ready to run the test. You'll really just be getting my real impressions as we run this little experiment. So before we jump in, I do want to ask if you find the video useful, please be sure to like and subscribe down below. Leave any comments with feedback, questions, and additional video requests. This video actually comes from a comment on a previous video, so we do try to really read through those every single week. As always, head over to zenatta.com and click on book a meeting if you'd like to talk about how we can help. With all that out of the way, let's jump on in. So I'm here inside of a CRM account, and if you saw our video a few weeks ago about adding prompts into CRM, you'll remember that I added this prompt for some pre-discovery call prep. And so basically, it's going to feed into an AI saying, hey, here's the industry, here's the description. Please give me a high-level summary of what that business might need, some discovery questions, and a set of features and functionalities that we can use to essentially be ready to show up to that call. It's going to format it just like this. So with that button configured, I'm going to leave this page up because we might come back to it. Let's actually jump into that deal and let's just run this, right? So inside of my CRM, under settings and inside of smart prompt, you'll see I've got Zia LLM turned on right now. So that's going to be our test number 1. So let's go into our deal. We see we've got a description filled in. This description's pretty light, right? So there's a lot of room to read between the lines on this and try to figure things out. And that's kind of on purpose. I want to see how these different bots are going to think through a pretty vaguely asked question. Additionally, we do have real estate set as the industry, which, as we mentioned, does get fed into our prompt as something that's relevant as we're preparing for a particular client call. So let's go ahead and do it. I'm going to click pre-discovery prep and we'll see exactly what happens. So over here, it's kind of fed it the prompt, including my industry and description. It's thinking right now. We'll be right back when it's done with its response. All right, so this response is all done. It's a little small in this window, so I'm going to copy and paste it out into a document here just so we can take a closer look at it. So as we look at this high-level summary, it's given us a pretty good example here. Common needs are CRM integration for sales processes, communication, reporting, digital transformation for operations and engagement. It's given us some discovery call questions. So sales process, can you elaborate on how you're doing it now? How do you currently manage interactions? Are there compliance things? Where do your leads come from? It's a pretty solid set of questions. And then I will say, I kind of like that it's connected most of these questions into features and functionalities that are available within Zoho CRM to kind of help capture those. So overall, pretty good. We'll have to read through these in a bit more detail to really figure out what's going to be better or worse. But for right now, I do want to rerun this test using OpenAI so we can kind of side by side these two examples. So to switch over, what I'm going to do is actually click on configure. I'm going to turn off Zia. And I'm going to configure OpenAI. What you're going to need to do here is actually create yourself an API key over inside of the OpenAI platform. So I'm going to go grab mine, enter it in, and then we'll move on to the next step. All right, so I went ahead and dropped that key in and clicked save. I do have to hide it from you because you'd actually be able to use my key if you're able to see it. So then I just actually added it, clicked save, and then turned this thing on. So now this same exact prompt is going to be running through ChatGPT instead of Zia LLM. So what I'm going to do here again is just come up into my prompt. I'm going to click on that button one more time, and we're going to just be right back when GPT is done generating its response. All right, so this has now been generated using GPT instead. You'll see at the bottom, it actually says powered by OpenAI now because that's the model that's actually running this. So I'm going to grab this verbatim and we're going to drop it into our document here. I've got this on side-by-side pages just so we can see the differences. Now, I'm actually now going to pause one more time so I can read through this in detail, and then we can go through some of the highlights of anything that I think might be different or relevant for you to consider between these two different models. All right, so taking a look at these, I will say right out of the gate, initial impression, I'm pretty impressed with Zia LLM. I'm not seeing, honestly, major differences between these two. Wording and structure are slightly different. You'll notice in Zia, they kind of give these header lines. Honestly, I kind of like that versus the GPT response to kind of get a topic before the question. I think it just helps with readability. If we go through looking at the summaries, and I do invite you, like, pause the video, kind of read through these yourself as well. Again, it's like common needs include versus they play a crucial role, but then we're talking the same things: process management, customer interaction, communication tools, really, really similar. As we get into discovery questions, like, hey, can you elaborate your current process? Can you describe your current process? Where are you having issues in your pipeline? This one does focus a little more on communication and compliance. So this kind of has 2 questions on pipeline, whereas this one just has 1. But again, that's not really better or worse. Thing you have to keep in mind too is if you run the same prompt through an LLM more than one time, you'll get different answers, right? So there can be a bit of variability within a bot. What types of specific tools that you're currently using, that is kind of a nice thing, but they spell that out here as well, right? So I'm not seeing, honestly, a big difference. I do like that the GPT highlights, hey, what are some of the goals that you have? But again, keep in mind, just because GPT happened to include that doesn't mean that Zia never will. I could come into the prompt itself, right, and say, hey, please also include some questions about their goals, right? So some of these things that I might prefer out of GPT can just be solved by adjusting the prompt. So really good. I do see in the Zia one, there's a bit of duplication. Well, not really, actually, because this is customer interaction. This is internal interaction and communication. Down into the useful features, lead management, sales management, automated follow-ups, that kind of ties into, like, this one on the collaboration tools for like task management, marketing. I mean, a lot of this is similar. Really, the only meaningful difference is maybe the ChatGPT response is a little bit more focused on like sales and pipeline stuff, which would make sense given that a lot of people come to CRM and Zoho for that. Whereas Zia does include a couple notes about compliance, but really, I think there's not a really huge meaningful difference here. And I will actually say, from the first time that I used Zia to the second time here for this use case, these questions are better. Like, if you go back and watch that first video again, you'll notice that these are better sets of discovery questions. So it seems like Zia is already improving in this context. But overall, I'm really impressed. I think a lot of the differences, like, there are a few things I prefer in ChatGPT, but I really do think those could be solved by maybe just updating my prompts. This really does get into the flow of testing and iterating, right? So you might look at the one on the left and be like, I don't really like how much it's spending talking about compliance. You could always just refocus the prompt and say, hey, we really want to focus this in around sales and marketing, right? Because that's the main thing that we do for these particular types of clients. Honestly, I'm really impressed. I expected to have a stronger opinion and preference towards ChatGPT. Obviously, as an overarching tool, there are a lot of things that ChatGPT can do that Zia can't yet, right? Like, we can't go in and build a custom agent inside of Zia quite yet. Those haven't been released. Whereas in GPT, I can build those custom bots that kind of have a deep and really comprehensive set of prompts and knowledge and reference materials. But for this particular use case, like, I'm making a prompt inside of a button and it's going to give me a certain subset of data and response back. Honestly, and this is not the answer I expected to give in this video, I would use Zia. I don't think there's a meaningful difference here that would really justify going out and getting a GPT license to accomplish this particular task. Again, I invite you, pause this, kind of read through these. Let me know. Do you think that one of these is better or worse than the other based on this test? Is there another test that you'd like me to run? I love making prompts, so I'm always happy to come in and run more of these, and we can kind of continue to side by side them and figure out if there's particular use cases or options that work better for one or the other. But initial sniff test here, Zia's looking pretty good. At least in the context of these smart prompts, I would say give it a try before you go and pay for anything on the OpenAI or ChatGPT platform. So with that, I think we're ready to wrap up here for today. My goal was to make this one a quick one for you all. If you did find it useful, please be sure to like and subscribe down below. Leave me a comment if there are any of those other tests that you'd like to see me run between the two. And as always, my name is Tyler Colt, and I will see you next time.